The gentleman yields back the balance of the time. For what purpose does the gentleman from Vermont rise?
Mr. Speaker, I move to strike the last
The gentleman is
word.
recognized for 5 minutes.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to the Ballinger Amendment and in strong support for H.R. 2010, the National Service Trust Act. The function of this legislation is to provide educational opportunity to all. It's not to lower the wage scale for those people who are presently working. Mr. Speaker, recently there was a very interesting article in the New England Journal of Medicine which received some national publicity. And what it said is that low-income people without good educational opportunity live shorter lives than those people who have more money and better educational opportunity. So today, when we are discussing education, it's not simply a question of somebody graduating Harvard and somebody dropping out of high school. The issue is that the better educated you are, the more money you're going to earn in your life, the better life you're going to have, and the longer you're going to live. It's a question of life expectancy, among many other things. What should our educational goals be as a civilized nation? It seems to me that our goal should be to be absolutely clear that every American, whether they are rich or whether they are poor, is able to have all of the educational opportunity to which they can benefit. And in doing so, it is not just the individual who benefits, it is our nation that benefits. What an enormous loss this country is suffering today through the fact that millions of American people, working class people, low-income people, are not able to expand their knowledge and their opportunities and their skills by getting a better education. It's not just the individual who loses, it is our nation that loses. We are not going to be able to compete with Japan and Europe if we don't have as well-educated a nation as we must. And in terms of our goals, we should be very clear what our goals are. Our goal must be to allow every person in America, regardless of their income, to get all of the education to which they can enjoy. That should be our goal. Now, the National Service Trust Act does not do that, but it does take us a significant step forward. And what it basically says is that if today you are one of the millions of families in America that cannot afford the escalating cost of a college education, you will be entitled to federal grants which will help you pay your educational bills. You will be able, in addition, to go out into the workforce and do meaningful, productive work to improve America and to rebuild America. It means that young people will be able to go out into our ghettos. They'll be able to educate low-income kids. They'll be able to work on environmental protection. They'll be able to get involved in law enforcement. They'll be able to start addressing some of the enormous problems facing this country and be part of the solution, the solving of these problems, rather than being part of the problem themselves. So what this bill does is two important things. Number one, it says to middle-income, working-class young people, don't give up on the possibility of getting a college education. The government is prepared to play a role in helping you to get that education. And second of all, and equally important, what it says to the young people of America is, we want your intelligence, we want your energy. There are enormous problems facing our country. We want your help in addressing those problems. And as you go out into communities, and as you improve life for other people, you will be learning. It'll be literally part of your educational experience. The idea is a good idea. And combined with other programs, it is a good step forward in making sure that all of our people will get the education that they are entitled to, improving their own lives and improving life in America. I strongly support the National Service Trust Act and hope we can pass it with a resounding vote this afternoon. Thank you.